Ben, sweetheart, what do you want for lunch? Got lasagna or do you want pepperoni pizza? Hey, what do you want? Let's have a look. What do you want? You choose. You got lasagna or you got a pizza? What do you want? You choose. What do you want? You want your pizza? Yeah? Well, we've got your pizza for you then, alright?
Where are you going? Can I come to? Tell me you don't walk away. Ooh, don't walk away. I wanna hear you say don't walk away. Tell me these are the words that I need to hear. Where are you going? Can I come to? Tell me you don't walk away. Ooh, don't walk away. Tell me you don't walk away. Ooh, don't walk away.
Good morning everyone, welcome to Tuesday. How are we all doing today? Another one of those grey, horrible, miserable days. What's happened to some autumn sunshine? I think a good couple of days the sun will cheer everyone up. I know everyone's really feeling down and really had enough now this year. Really can't wait for this year to be over. Just hope next year is a much better year, but I'm not having out much hope at the moment, to be honest with you. So anyway, Simon went off to school about 8:10. A bit anxious and things like that, because obviously Ben's problem is really affecting Sammy now, especially last week, where Ben was allowed to bite Sammy on the bus, because obviously Ben was having a meltdown, and the PA and the driver made obviously Sammy next to Ben. That's where Ben bit him really here on his arm here, really made it bleed. Broke the skin obviously as well. Obviously his bruise always going down his arm now. A school nurse looked at it yesterday. She did say it seems to be healing well. Just keep an eye on it, so I do that. Put some cream on before I get on this morning before he said, Mummy, can you put some cream on my arm because it's hurting him now, he said that. And also with some going out with his fingers, chewing his fingers again. He hasn't actually done that for ages, and obviously he's broke the skin on there and made that bleed as well, so it's not fair on him to suffer anymore. So yeah, so me and Steve were talking last night. I decided to keep Ben off again this morning. I know some people say, no, you shouldn't do that, so it probably encouraged the behaviour, but this behaviour isn't Ben. It's his way of saying this, look, something is wrong, because obviously he can't physically tell us what's wrong, and so he's shown his behaviour, things like that. This has been going on and off since June now. It's just getting to the point where it's just physically and emotionally draining for us all. I'm not too quite sure how much we can actually cope, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's like school. School is like home is a safe space. You're taking them away from a safe space. He doesn't like it, and obviously yesterday, got him on the bus absolutely fine. Simon said that he got halfway to school. That's when he started banging his ears here, because obviously he's got some grazes here where he's actually made his head bleed, where he's actually banged his ears so much. But yesterday he actually gave himself a nosebleed as well, where he was constantly doing that to his nose, so there is definitely something issue there. Spoke to the GP. He's going to phone me again sometime today with an update and things like that. So anyway guys, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, give Ben his meds and then get him ready, because obviously he's not dressed yet. So yes, you can see there he is, bless him, there just lying on the floor. He's got this spring, things like that. But we had a really good couple of weeks with him just before half term. Even the week of half term, when we were when him out and about, wasn't too bad. And the week after half term when they were back to school wasn't too bad, to be honest with you. It's just the last couple of weeks he's just seemed to gone back in on himself again. Anyway, just spoke to the GP and he's admitted it's not good enough and been taking far too long now, so he's going to try and change things up. He's going to try and hopefully see if we can get a resolution of it very soon, because he said that it's not good on mine, Steve, and even Sammy's mental health, not fair enough to suffer. So anyway, and also I need to go and rechange Ben's duvet in a minute, bless him, because yesterday, like I said, he had a nosebleed going into school, and last night he upset himself that much, again he hit his face, that he is of course this afternoon a nosebleed all over his pillow and all over his duvet, so I need to go and do that for him in a minute. So anyways, it's almost lunchtime, so Ben darling, you want some lunch? Yeah? Ben sweetheart, what do you want for lunch? Got lasagna or do you want pepperoni pizza? Hey, what do you want? Let's have a look. What do you want? You choose. You got lasagna or you got a pizza? What do you want? You choose. What do you want? You want your pizza? Yeah, I'm gonna cook your pizza for you then, alright? So yeah, as you can see, so I just put Ben's pizza in, bless him, what he actually chose. With pizza wise, he actually prefers the pepperoni ones, doesn't he, to like the margarita ones. Must admit, Stephen loves pepperoni pizzas anyway, so he'll actually enjoy that. Got his cut up for him, so I might probably give him Pom Bear Crisp or something like that for him as well. And over here, you can see him, me and Steve got some chicken burgers. This is what they're like. They were new from Aldi, weren't they, when we picked them up last week. Got some rolls. They are actually gone.
No difference.
What, the Bearzo ones, yeah. Was that? So they probably know what they're probably actually made by Bearzo as well.
If you look at the packaging, I bet you compare the two.
I bet so. I bet they do actually. So here we go. So oh, we go, Ben. Your pizza's ready now, darling. Ben, sweetheart, you gonna get your pizza? You gonna get your din-dins? Yeah. Get one then, darling. Get one then, sweetheart pie. Go on then. Go on then. Remember sandal. Just might use deck. Want some help? Possibly. Come on, so I can take your bum first. Yeah? There we go, sweetheart. You tuck into your yummy, yummy pizza. To the chemist now to get Ben's medicine. I picked them up yesterday. One of them wasn't ready till today, so I need to go and do that now. It's not an important thing, but they have to try and make it after 2 o'clock. So it's about 10 to 2. So I'm gonna pop in Tesco's to get Ben some mince pies, because obviously we went to Tesco's yesterday. The big Tesco's don't have any for some reason. I couldn't even see a label for but the little Tesco's do. It just seems strange how Tesco Express will sell that sort of thing, but the big Tesco's went. So I don't know if it's because obviously there isn't no call for it there. I really don't know. So I could get him now. Might cheer him up a little bit as well. We did try and bring him out for a walk, stuff like that, but no, we put his coat on in and he threw himself to the floor. So I know the GP also said this morning, don't push it, just try and take it day by day. That's what we can do. We've got the result from the blood test. They'll come do them next week, so I hope, fingers crossed, we are now moving in the right direction. It took its time though, really. So yeah, so Sam is home from school. You had a good day at school, sweetheart? Yeah, your teacher's email used to say something about some numeracy lesson or something, didn't you? Playing a game or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, what are you playing, sweetheart? He's playing the F1 racing game. So we're having that big long meat thing for tea. Do you want that, or do you want a pie or something? You want a pie? Yeah, that's good thing. And you got your school dinner? You did school dinner today. You had packed lunch, didn't you? You packed lunch today?
Right.
Yeah. Will you pack lunch tomorrow, or you do what school dinner tomorrow? Oh, what's school dinner tomorrow?
Chicken wrap.
Oh, chicken wraps. Didn't want that. So alright then, so I'll go do some din-dins now then, alright?
So then guys, that brings yet another wonderful day with us to a close, and yet again Ben's not had a great day at all. Stress levels are really high with him at the moment. His anger, his temper has been so bad. I can't even change his bum without physically being kicked by him or stuff like that, can I? And he's basically gave himself a couple of nosebleeds a few times from doing all this. Oh, it is really, really stressful with him.
It is, and also from speaking to his GP earlier on, it is looking like it could be some sort of seizure activity, which we said all along, haven't we? Now obviously we'll have these blood tests done next week to rule out a few things, but it's looking likely that's what it is. So, and not be nasty again.
What did you say the name of it was? I forget.
Frontal lobe seizures and also temporal lobe seizures, because obviously this is where he's hitting here. Because see here, and that's where your temples are here. So it makes you wonder, because obviously we googled it, and some of the things like the aggression and things like that, isn't it, where your lashes out, that is a form of the seizures and things like that. So obviously, again, this is what's the most annoying about it is. This has been going on now since June. This is when he started doing this, but then again, he always has peg banged anyway, and we've always
Not
been
as bad as this.
no, we've always been told it's autism related, stuff like that. So it's only obviously thanks to the GP thinking possibly, but again, we'll just have to wait and see what happens to these blood test results next week, I think, and then just gonna go from there. But there's a possibility of him having to go to the Oxford, knocking him out, and possibly a brace scan, which we've asked for all along, which they just haven't given us one, have they?
No. The biggest problem is trying to get him out of the house, and today we wanted to just go for a walk around the street and he just would not get up. Every few minutes of trying to get him up, dropping down to his knees. You know, I just get to the point where I say, no, right, just leave him there, because he's not doing it. He just doesn't want to do it.
No.
And when he does go down, he puts his strength on and he just doesn't want to get back up. And I have hurt my back again today. It's really, really been one of them days where I just wish, you know, certain things going on in the world at the moment are not the excuse for the things, eh?
No, they're not actually, because I know someone phoned me and I actually said to look, I said, you can't keep using COVID as an excuse anymore, it's just not fair. I actually said to her, we feel like we've been let down, didn't I, today?
Yeah.
And they're coming out to see us next week, so with some ideas, but I don't, be honest with you, I don't think it's going to work, because she gave us some ideas before and they didn't work, so what's to think these are going to work, you know what I mean? But I suppose just go with the flow, and then we can say we tried it if we failed, you know what I mean? So
I tell you, I dread to think how many special needs kids or adults out there right now are suffering because of the lack of help due to this pandemic.
yeah,
And it's not fair, and I know someone's going to comment down below, but you want to try and live with it, because it is hell.
it
is hell.
It is really, really hell.
Even as a parent, you can't physically step in sometimes to stop it, because, you know, it's been one of those things where you needed to stand back today, or else you were likely to get, you know,
Exactly.
kicked or something like that.
Well, put it this way, he's actually given himself 2 nosebleeds again today by just by hitting himself like crazy and things like that. So
I've had enough, guys, I tell you, I really have. And I've said it all along, I would never ever show him what he does when he's in one of those full-blown meltdowns. Not a chance, not on
he
here.
can't, because like I said, I showed it to my mum, didn't I? It made mum cry. She
Yeah.
said that's not bad, which it isn't, and stuff like that. So
And all I can say is this: if his blood tests come back with something, you know, then he's been medically neglected for so many years. I just don't know how to approach that if it does come back like that.
I don't know, actually, being honest with you, no. So like I said, our problems mainly started obviously back in June, didn't they? That's when the main problems started. So anyway, we should let you know how it goes next week. The fun part is going to be try and get this blood out of him next Thursday. But obviously we've got all the numbing cream and things like that anyway. So hopefully, fingers crossed, if we try and distract him with things and stuff like that, fingers crossed. So send you good luck please for next Thursday, because we're going to need it. Or the other option is obviously take him to hospital, sedate him and do it that way, but I'd rather do it this way if we can next Thursday, wouldn't you, first?
I do really want to go in a hospital at the moment.
I know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Because it'll either be just one of us allowed in with him.
Yeah.
There won't be both of us.
But then again, because Ben's 2 to 1, you know what I mean? So they might, but who knows?
Would they even care if that is even if that is the situation?
I know. We'll just have to cross that bridge when we come to it. So
Yeah. So, guys, if you ever heard of, what is it called, frontal
lobe seizures and temporal lobe seizures.
comment down below, because, you know, if it is seizure related, then why on earth wasn't this picked up, or this just a case of these people not listening properly?
Probably.
Anyway, guys, yeah, tomorrow's my day off, so I don't know how tomorrow's going to be approached. Just come and join us back again on tomorrow, so you can find out what happens next. Anyway, see you tomorrow for Wednesday.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Where are you going? Can I